Here we are converting from scientific to standard notation. To convert a number in scientific notation to standard notation, simply reverse the process. We're going to move the decimal n places to the right if n is positive, or n places to the left if n is negative, and then add zeros as needed. Remember that if n is positive, the value of the number is greater than 1, and if n is negative, the value of the number is less than 1. So for example number 11, we're going to be converting scientific notation to standard notation. So convert each number in scientific notation to standard notation. In part A, we have 3.547 times 10 to the 14th. So since it's 10 to the 14th, that means that 10 to the 14th is a large number, which means we're going to make this number even larger. So we're going to take that decimal place and move it over 14 places to the right. Moving it 14 places to the right gives us the following number. Next, we have negative 2 times 10 to the 6th power. So this is negative 2, but we're multiplying it by 10 to the 6th power, which means that we're going to be moving this decimal to the right, 6 places. So find the decimal and then move it over 6 places to get negative 2 million. In part C, we have 7.91 times 10 to the negative 7. So since it's 10 to the negative 7, that means we're moving this to the left 7 places. So we're making this number smaller. So it becomes moving it over 7 places, which makes this 0.000000791. Part D, we have negative 8.05 times 10 to the negative 12. So we're taking this decimal place and we're moving it to the left 12 places to get the following number. Now to make a little bit more sense of this, let's take a look at B. If we look at B, okay, this is negative 2 times 10 to the 6th, which is the same thing as negative 2 times 10 with 6 zeros. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we take a look at this on a calculator, let's take negative 2 and multiply it by 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and we get negative 2 million like we got here. Okay, now let's take a look at C. We have 7.91 times 10 to the negative 7. Now think about our exponent rules. This is the same thing as 7.91 times 1 over 10 to the positive 7, which is the same thing as 7.91 divided by 10 to the 7th power, which means you have 7 zeros. So let's see what happens when we do this division on our calculator. If we take 7.91 and then divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we get 7.91 times 10 to the negative 7, which is what you get here. Now, what you would do in this scenario is that since you're dividing it by 7.91, that means that these 7 zeros, you're dividing it by making it smaller, which means you're going to be moving it over 7 places. Just to give you an idea of what this actually means by using the exponent rules from our previous section.